Good morning. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, but thought I'd come out this morning just to down on the river at my local spot. There's a boathouse here. I want to test out the ZF that I've got, and I've now got a Leofoto grip on it that I want to share with everybody. I think it's the best grip that they've come out with for the ZF. It allows you to shoot vertically as well, bit like an L bracket, so it's perfect for a landscape photographer. Since I've had the camera, I've really missed being able to shoot vertical, so really enjoying the grip, and I thought I'd show you how it works, and I'll talk a little bit about it a bit later on. So we're getting some really nice pink hues in the sky right now too, so we're should have a really nice sunrise. Just working out my settings for this morning. You can probably see down here in front of me the boards I use for putting in the rowboats. They got a bit of a warp to them, which actually also helps the leading line, but adds a bit of interest into the shot with the warping boards, so I kind of like that. I wish the tide was out a little bit more, because I know underneath these boards there's actually even more of a warp underneath the water here, so I'll work out my little composition here, and then I'll show you how this new grip fits the camera and how it works for the vertical shooting. Righto, got the tripod set up here. Just flick this around so I can see what I'm doing. So here we go. So this is a pretty simple way for it to fit onto the tripod. It has a Arca Swiss mount, a small one, but it does work. I'll just set this composition up. It's really nice leading lines into this shot. It's a really well-known spot for all the locals here in Warrnambool. Sort of anybody and everybody who's into photography has probably got a photo from down here. Possibly could use filters here this morning, but I don't think I'm going to need them. The dynamic range of these cameras is pretty amazing now, so if I just underexpose my shot, I can then bring it up to where I'd like it to be. So I'll shoot at f11, and that brings me to about 15th of a second or so, and I might be able to get a little bit of a blur of water here as well. Now I'm also going to do a focus stack, just a 2-shot one for here. So I have a leading line of the wood leading into the boathouse here behind the camera, and yeah, it's just a simple, nice composition, but It just works. So yeah, really nice. There's a few birds flying around, but my shutter speed's too slow to capture them. It's still a bit dark, so might get a few seagulls in the picture later on. But let me show you about this bracket that I've got here. Okay, so this is the Nikon ZF, and like all the other brackets, you've got the grip handle right here. You can see Leofoto on it there, so it's very much like the Smallrig. This part here, this is the really interesting part that made me want to try this grip. So if you can see, that's shaped like a Arca Swiss mount. Only small, but it's enough to grip onto, and with the style of it, it'll actually hold the camera in that vertical position. And it's that simple. I don't know why nobody else has done it. There's a bit of a cutout here so you can get to your little doors on the side. I'll put those back in, and it also allows you to rotate your screen if you want to shoot and look at yourself. So yeah, it's very simple and very effective. I'll do a comparison after this with the Smallrig grip that I have at home, the first one I brought for this, before I come across this grip, and now I can't see myself changing this grip out for anything else. Okay, so I thought I'd show you how this works. I'll give you a bit of a run through of how this L bracket, it's not really an L bracket, more of just a clamp, I suppose. So how it works, you just set it on top like that, and it sits in just like an Arca Swiss plate. And you just tighten up the tripod like you normally would, and that's it. So it's a very simple engineered design that just works. So if you're looking for an L bracket or a vertical shooting bracket, or I don't know what to call it, a clamp maybe, I think the Leofoto is probably the best option there for the Nikon ZF. And I also sell them through my website, so if you'd like to grab one for yourself, if you're in Australia and you've got a Nikon ZF and you're shooting landscapes and that sort of thing, and you want the handy part of being able to have an L bracket or a vertical shooting option for the Nikon ZF, jump on my website. There'll be a link in the description below, and yeah, I'm sure you'll be very happy with it. It is a little bit finicky till you get used to it. You've really got to make sure you line it up and that it's on there nice and tight before you let go of the camera, which you should do for any tripod anyway. So yeah, hopefully it's been helpful, and coming up I'll do the comparison between this one and the Smallrig, and yeah, we'll see you back at home. Alright, so let's do a comparison with the Leofoto grip and the Smallrig grip. The build quality of both is very much the same. The Leofoto just has this one bit here, the Arca Swiss clamp mount, I guess you call it. So that gives you the ability to shoot vertically, and the Smallrig one doesn't have that ability. There's no way to shoot vertically on a tripod with this grip, other than adding another plate and another like L bracket onto the grip itself, which makes it
much heavier. As they are, the Leofoto grip is a little bit heavier, maybe 10-20 grams. There's not much difference in the weight of them. The grips themselves, the Smallrig grip, the compound of the rubber feels a little bit more soft or sticky. It's probably a little bit more grippy to the hand than the Leofoto one. The Leofoto one feels a bit like a harder compound, but the Leofoto one feels more like the ZF material, the leatherette or whatever is on here. It feels very similar to that, so it's a good good companion with the ZF. Companion's the wrong word, but a good fit. It feels like it fits in well with the ZF. The Leofoto one comes with a little wrench, a little Allen key. There was a couple of little screws in here that I took straight out. I don't use those. They're safety, so you don't slide out of your clamp on your tripod. I've never ever had that problem, and I just get in my way if I'm trying to clamp something on. So, and then when you sit the camera down, that never sits flat. So I've taken them out, and then there's this little screwdriver bit that just fits into the screw to help you screw them out onto the camera itself. So they fit on quite easily. Just push it on like that and tighten up the screw. They're both a really good fit for the camera, but for me, the Leofoto one, just with this mount, just makes it worth it. They're available on my website, so I'll leave a link in the description, as I've said before. If you'd like one and you live within Australia, you can order from me. Otherwise, you can order them through Leofoto or probably your local camera store or somewhere like that that stocks Leofoto anywhere in the world. And there's also another little spot here that I've noticed on the bottom of the Leofoto one. For your video, I use these Rode mics that have the clips on the bottom, and you can actually slide your receiver into the bottom of your camera. So potentially you can vlog looking at your camera with the microphone connected to the bottom of your camera. If you're holding your camera, you don't actually have to have it pinned to your shirt. You could actually talk to the camera and have it sitting right here in front of you. The other option is you could also put the wireless receiver from here on the bottom and you run your cable below. So that could possibly work in much better with trying to get the cable out of the road of the screen as well. So yeah, that's about it for me with the Leofoto grip for the ZF. I believe it's the best grip just because of this one little thing here, this spot that allows me to be able to shoot vertically. It's made my day. It's what I'll be doing from now on with this camera. Thanks for watching, and next time I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be somewhere on the Great Ocean Road most likely. So until then, thanks very much.